During 90 minutes of a football game, a lot of unique things can happen. Often, after this kind of strange, funny and sometimes weird situations, there are only two questions in the viewer's head. Why did the player do that and what did I just witness? Hello friends, this is VAR Productions and today in the video, I'll show you unique moments after which you'll probably ask the same questions. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Your engagement is my motivation to continue. I hope you'll enjoy the video. In the third tier of the English Football League, a very strange thing happened during one of the games when local Wimbledon was hosting Accrington Stanley. The first 45 minutes were goalless, but in the beginning of the added time, Accrington Stanley players carried out the last attack. Throw into the box, a mess, and the ball eventually ends up in the host's net, but the referee suddenly whistles to end the first half, and he does it at the moment when the kick on the ball had already been made and the ball was flying towards Wimbledon's goal. Naturally, this decision by the referee caused a lot of discontent among Accrington players. Even the coach went on the field to calm his team and his coaching staff down so that they don't receive a red card. He took away all the players and the staff away because all the disputes with the ref were in vain. After the break, the teams did not score a single goal and the game ended in a goalless draw. It is unclear why the ref did that, because in any other situation like this, the referee would never whistle when the ball is in the penalty box, especially when the kick has already been made. Have a look at it with sound. And this situation is one of the funniest. After a corner kick, the goalkeeper made a mistake and the players of both teams rushed to the ball. While battling for it in the air, one of the players of the attacking team fell down with an injury on the goal line. The attack continued, the goalkeeper made another mistake, after which the attacking team's player picked up the ball and sent it into the penalty box. Maybe you won't believe it, but the goalie made the third mistake in a row, after which one of the players made a kick towards the empty goal and the ball, instead of rolling into the net, hit on the butt of his injured teammate, who was on the goal line all that time. A controversial incident occurred in Manchester City game against Crystal Palace. Goalkeeper Ederson put the ball into play, but forward Edward Hodgson reached for the ball and blocked Ederson's throwing pass to his teammate. The ball ended up at the feet of Jordan Ayew, who sent the ball into the net. The referee cancelled the goal, calling out a violation of the rules by Hodgson. After the game, serious discussions occurred on social media about this controversial goal. Many believe that the goal should have been counted since Ederson completely released the ball from his hands, and they used the example of when Liverpool's goalkeeper Karius did the same in the Champions League final against Real Madrid. What do you think, guys? Should the ref have counted this goal or not? Use your football knowledge and leave your thoughts in the comments. It will be interesting for me to read them. I guess many of you know the so-called ghost goal by Bayer Leverkusen players, but the most interesting thing is that in the same year, in 2013, literally 2 weeks after the ghost goal from the Bundesliga, it happened in England too. After a mistake by the defenders, the striker of Wrexham Football Club ran towards the goal and then delivered a powerful shot to the bottom left corner. It seemed in the live broadcast that the player missed, but the Wrexham players ran to celebrate the goal. Referee Amy Fern didn't notice the goal either. The players did their best to prove to her that the ball went into the net, pointing to a hole in the net. Because of these claims, Amy started a consultation with the linesman. And you know what's the most interesting? After 6 minutes of discussions, the goal was counted thanks to a fan who had made a video with the shot on his phone. He showed it to Wrexham players and they showed it to the referee. The recording clearly shows that the ball went through the goal net. If you wonder where the replays are, the answer is simple. In the matches of lower tiers of the English Football League, there is only one camera used which records the game for 90 minutes from one angle. All in all, an amazing set of circumstances. Wrexham actually won the match thanks to a fan with a phone. German goalkeeper Markus Kolke apparently forgot that there are players of the opposing team on the field too, because how else can we explain that after he dropped the ball at his own feet, he began to look for a teammate to pass to, the goalkeeper didn't see the opposing team striker. In the end, when Marcus noticed the oncoming opponent, it was already too late. The striker took advantage of the goalie's inattentiveness and kicked the ball into the empty net. And here is the strangest penalty shootout in the history of football. All this happened during the final of the Nigerian Cup. What are your guesses, friends? Why did the players in red as well as their goalkeeper do it? One of the players sent the ball somewhere in the other direction and then grabbed his head as if he was genuinely upset. The goalkeeper of the same team stood motionless on purpose. The second and the third players also missed their penalties on purpose. The match was immediately declared corrupt on social media, but a Nigerian podcast host, who himself first accused the players of corruption, interruption, explained why the Remo star players in red shirts deliberately behaved this way during the penalty shootout. "I found out that Remo's players deliberately missed 3 shots and their goalkeeper remained motionless as a sign of protest against the referees," he wrote on Twitter. Remo ended up losing the shootout to Ijebu United 3-0 and gave the cup away. Seeing this for the first time, I myself immediately assumed that this is all about the refereeing. This is not the first time in my memory when strange moments like this occur in Africa due to the calls made by referees. And this goalkeeper acts like a typical goalkeeper from FIFA. He only had one job, to pick up the ball in his hands, but after some incomprehensible movements, he almost sent the ball to the corner. But after immediately correcting his mistake, he made another stupid decision of first rolling the ball between his own legs, not managing to kick it away from his penalty box, and letting the opponent to send the ball into his empty goal. Genius. In the game against Roma, inter-lateral Ivan Perisic tried to be smart, just like Marco Verratti. When the Croatian saw that Handanovic did not manage to reach the ball, Perisic himself decided to give it to him and did it in a way which is not allowed according to football rules. Ivan brought the ball to his head and passed it to the goalkeeper. As we know, according to football rules, the goalkeeper can take the ball in his hands after a headed pass from a teammate. But it seems that Ivan did not understand the rules properly, since it is illegal to do it on purpose. The referee immediately stopped the game and gave a free kick to Roma within the penalty box. Of course, the ref didn't forget to show Ivan a yellow card. Before the game, the PSG players lined up in the tunnel, equipped and ready to go. At this moment, the camera caught a strange moment. Messi, standing behind Marco Verratti, leaned over the backside of his teammate and began to do something. The video went viral on social media with different memes of what Messi could have been doing. But all jokes aside, it is of course obvious that Verratti had some problems with the tag on his shorts and asked Leo for help. Idrissa Gueye is quite a good player, but how he acted during the 2018 World Cup game against the Colombian side is what a real low-class player would do. On the 73rd minute, the Colombians were given a corner kick. Now please pay attention in what pose the Senegalese is standing at the post. The player apparently forgot that he was playing in a World Cup game and not in the schoolyard. Otherwise, it is difficult to explain why he leaned on the post during the opposing team's corner. The Colombians served the corner kick, after which Yeremina calmly headed the ball into Senegal's net. And what a surprise! The ball went in exactly at the corner where Idrissa was chilling. As a result, it was a game-winning goal and the African team was eliminated from the tournament. And now please watch number 22 in green jersey. During the opposing team's attack, the footballer is jogging back to his penalty box while his teammates are doing their best to defend. Things are getting heated, but he continues to slowly jog. As a result, the opponent scored a goal. Now look at the reaction of this player. So dramatic. Give this guy an Oscar. He could have helped his team to defend, but instead he only let his teammates down and then reacted to the conceded goal more emotionally than anyone else on the field. Australian Kieran Bullitt, after scoring a goal for his team, was so happy that he ran to celebrate it with the stands. The fans and the player were extremely happy because the player scored the first goal in the game. Kieran was really emotional. He jumped, he kissed the crest on his jersey, he shouted something to the fans, and then, after turning towards the field, he found out that the goal was cancelled because of him being offside. Poor guy, he spent so much energy on celebration. Will he even be able to continue to play? Can anyone explain what happened here? So strange. When the goalkeeper of Uzbekistan national team powerfully kicked the ball into play, it flew across the entire field and over the goalkeeper of North Korea. Then the goalie, instead of rushing to the ball, slowly ran after it. Then stopped, slid on the ground, got up, ran again, and slid again right in front of the goal line, not managing to save the ball. This seems suspicious to the Asian Football Confederation, who disqualified the goalie and his coach for 12 months. Imagine what happened with this guy back home. Besides of beautiful goals, football is full of strange, funny, and inexplicable moments. Some of them look incomprehensible but still can somehow be explained, while others can only raise questions like why, how, among these who watched them. What other weird and ridiculous football moments do you remember, guys? Write them down in the comments below so that I can add them in the next video. Friends, in the previous video I asked you to guess these 4 players by their cartoon selves. I am sure many of you were able to recognize them. Here is a new question for you. Try to guess these 3 football players by their childhood photos. It should be easy to do. I believe in you. Friends, if you have watched this video up to this point, then you probably liked it. And therefore, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel and to make sure to turn on the bell. It will help to promote the channel and you will be the first to receive notifications. This is where I say goodbye to you. Feel free to watch the videos that will appear on the screen in a few seconds.